Tonight on Supersize versus Superskinny, two new residents are moving into the feeding clinic. One is a quick fix kid who never makes time for proper food.
That's a week of breakfasts. Is that enough?
I think it's enough.
The other is a snack addict who's running out of time.
Increased weight will increase your risks of all sorts of medical conditions, and those are the things that are going to kill you.
They're forced to confront the reasons behind their destructive diets.
I've had like physical bullying and verbal bullying, and it does affect you.
Also this week, our anorexics must relinquish the tight control they place over their bodies.
I could almost feel a collective sigh coming out of all my pores, like, what have I done to deserve this after 4 years?
And Anna Richardson attempts to ride the waves in her quest for the perfect body. 23-year-old Nick has had enough of being super skinny.
I do get the mickey taken out of me for being quite thin. I look at my friends and they're a lot bigger than me.
Him being the scrawny one, it's a joke of the friends.
Thanks, mate. He's having a laugh, obviously, but it obviously shows that I look thin. If I'm getting a mickey taken out of me, I don't feel confident.
Nick's desperate to measure up to his mates, so he's checking into the feeding clinic, overseen by Dr. Christian Jessen.
Hey, Christian, nice to meet you.
He's already undergone a full medical to make sure he's up to the challenge.
181 centimetres tall.
An average man of 5'11" should weigh 11.5 stone.
So you are 129 pounds.
That's an unhealthy 9 stone 3. Nick's feeble frame is a result of his disastrous diet.
When it comes to eating, I don't enjoy it. I just eat because you have to.
He lives at home but snubs his mum's cooking in favour of fast food quick fixes.
I don't eat breakfast. 1, 2, 3 o'clock, I'll have a sandwich and an energy drink. 8, 9 o'clock, if I'm near fast food takeout, I'll get one.
With barely enough food to keep him going, this quick fix kid fuels his body with caffeine drinks.
In a day, I usually get through about 2 or 3 energy drinks. In a week, anywhere between 14 and 20.
OK, Nick, so I have done my sums, and your BMI is coming out about 17.8. I mean, a couple of stone would put you into a more healthy BMI, if I'm honest with you.
OK.
Do you have an ideal that you'd like to be?
Yeah, about 11.
Why?
Just a little more healthier. Just put some muscle on myself.
How do you feel you look?
Bag of bones, basically.
You obviously do have issues, you know, with your body. Well, really, it's self-esteem, isn't it? I don't think you're particularly proud of yourself or happy with yourself, are you?
Nick's confidence has hit rock bottom. He's longing for love, but feels like no one takes a second glance.
I think they would just take one look at me and think he's too thin for my liking.
Nick doesn't have really that much luck with ladies, no. Not really.
Whereas if I feel I was a little bit bigger and had a bit more muscly, I could have confidence to walk up to girls and start chatting to them.
To help put an end to his hunger strike, we've brought in the big guns. Meet Alison, Nick's supersized swap partner.
The bigger I've got, food has just become my focus.
She's so fanatical about food, it's become a 24-hour obsession.
I'm often in my sleep, I think about what I'm going to eat the next day. I'm always just thinking about the next meal.
So you are 155 centimetres.
37-year-old Alison is double the average weight of what a 5'3" person should weigh.
276.
That means Alison is tipping the scales at nearly 20 stone. Alison indulges her passion for eating by cooking hearty home-cooked dinners for her husband and 2 children.
The dinner in the evening I enjoy the most, and it's just the size I have is too big. I always find that I eat too much.
But that's not the half of it. On top of her massive meals, working mum Alison is a serial snacker.
My favourite snacks are chocolate and crisps, a packet of biscuits, and then in the evening I can eat half a tub of ice cream.
By grazing on fatty and sugary foods throughout the day, she's piled on the pounds.
Every day I think about my weight. It just makes me feel uncomfortable. It's just massive. I don't like being that weight.
Alison's about to get a wake-up call that will prove just how big her problem has become.
Alison, your BMI comes out at 52.7. Over 40, we call morbidly obese. You're not even in that section. You're in the next section again, 50 plus, which is serious. Increased weight will increase your blood pressure. It will increase your risks of all sorts of medical conditions like diabetes, even cancers. I would suggest that, you know, your health reasons really ought to be high up on your list of motivators, because those are the things that are going to kill you.
It's time for these two extreme eaters to take drastic action. With a 10-stone weight difference, they're at dangerous ends of the scale. They're about to come face to face with their demons and address the issues they have with food once and for all. It's now time for Supersize to meet Superskinny.
My name's Alison.
Nick. Obviously a lot different to you, yeah.
What size waist have you got?
27.
27 sounds like that. 28, it's bigger than your waist.
And they're about to get another shock to their systems. To show them exactly what they have to stomach for the next 5 days, Dr. Jesson's going to demonstrate what a week's worth of each other's food looks like.
We're going to start straight away with your breakfasts. 3 pieces of toast. That's a week of breakfasts. Let's move on to lunch. That was a chocolate bar. That's 2 meals. You've gone through most of your day now. Is that enough?
Obviously not, no, but I think it's enough.
Well, let's have a look at your dinners. A burger.
When the hunger pangs hit, which isn't very often, it's a junk food jamboree of burgers, chips and pizza.
Let's have a look at what you drink. Energy drinks. I think you use them as a substitute for food.
The recommended daily intake for a man is 2,500 calories, but Nick has just 1,486, which adds up to a weekly undereat of almost 3 days' worth of food. Now it's time for Alison's meals to go under the microscope, starting with her breakfasts.
Croissant, really, really high fat. And that particular type of cereal, also very high fat. Okay, lunch. That looks like a salami sandwich. Let's move on to dinner. Rice and chicken. Alison doesn't eat rubbish all of the time. The problem is, they are big portions, as I think you're going to find out this week.
After 3 main meals a day, Alison then grazes on high-calorie junk food.
What you snack on is pretty much
This is like
what Nick eats.
The average woman should consume 2,000 calories a day, but Alison's huge portion sizes mean she gets through a whopping 2,814 calories, which all adds up to a gut-busting overeat of almost 3 days' worth of food every week.
This is too much, and that's what's piling on the weight for you, and we're going to address that. From this point onwards then, your diets are now officially swapped, so give it your best shot.
Coming up, Alison gets a supersized wake-up call from America.
My name is Stephen English. I'm 59 stone, and I'm 40 years old.
And Anna Richardson attempts to ride the waves.
I'm Anna Richardson, and I'm obsessed with getting the perfect body. All I see in front of the mirror are baggy bits and blemishes, and all I want is perfection.
They are like 2 giant blancmanges.
Over the last 5 weeks, I've tried everything to get myself the body beautiful. You name it, I'm trying it, and that's including the gym. However, I'm a girl in a hurry, and if the gym can't give me what I want, then I'll try whatever's going to get it. Take these stretch marks, for example. No amount of gym work is going to get rid of these.
So stretch marks all over my boobs, all down my hips, on the inside of my thighs, and those are really unattractive.
Stretch marks are a form of scarring on the skin, and the majority of women get them at some stage in life. There are all sorts of treatments on the market that claim to get rid of them, from creams to laser treatment to cosmetic surgery. But none of these methods can guarantee complete success.